JC, how's it going? This is going to be a channeled collective message I've been getting. So this was a specific situation that someone might be in. The situation that I was channeling was there was a lot of confusion about where you stood with someone. I feel like this was a relationship or kind of situationship. And I feel like a lot of you are kind of getting, or if you're going to resonate with this, there was like a sense of a fog or not being very clear. And then when you were face to face with this person, everything seemed good and things seemed on track, but it was like you had questions for them or you wanted to talk about moving the connection forward. And there was something about not getting the answers that you needed, or there was a sense of this person kind of reacting like you were putting a lot on them, or there's some kind of excuses. And then during your time that you would hang out with them or whatever, it would be fine. And then you just wanted to like enjoy the moment, because I don't feel like you get a lot of time with this person. So those are a couple things that are coming through. The number 23 was also coming through. Yeah, so in there. I just wanted to pull some cards. So if that resonates with you, I am going to do an energy check. Let's fix this. There we go. So if you're new, welcome. Hey, what's up? I'm JC. I'm just gonna kind of randomly pull. I want to get a card that represents your energy though. Currently, yeah, we got the 8 of Cups on the bottom, so you could be thinking about walking away. From this connection, or like what's going to happen. I do feel like this hasn't gotten farther like into, yeah, it's very, I wouldn't want to say new, but I feel like it's very, you've either been seeing this person for some time, but like I said, I feel like you feel like there's something they're not telling you, or yeah, we have the King of Cups, how they feel. You could be a King of Cups, or if they have feelings for you, it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You don't have to be. Yeah, I feel like you kind of feel like in the dark. It's like you, yeah, there's that 7 of Cups energy. You're confused about where you stand or where they stand. They're telling me, okay. Because it's very, with this, it's very in and out, and I feel like this is actually your energy, this 9 of Wands. Yeah, because I'm getting when you guys are together, it's like hot and heavy, and not hot and heavy, but it's passionate and it's fun and it's flirty and everything seems good surface level when you're face to face with this person. Yeah, it's emotional fulfillment, but when stuff starts getting real, or you start talking about more serious, you know, more serious things about emotions and even just moving the connection further. Yeah, you guys could be at a distance from each other as well. You could have met this person online. Yeah, I feel like this is you. You're the 9 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and you're trying to seek out information on how this person feels about you, because I feel like you're rather in the dark. Yeah, you just don't know. And there's something with your intuition that is telling you, it's like something's off here, okay? There's a sense of holding back on, or there's things that just aren't, I'm just getting, are they holding back? Because this is, I feel like this person gives you mixed emotions. I feel like when you're together, it's awesome, but when you're apart, because some of you are at a distance, or maybe this is an online thing and you kind of have to travel to each other, I'm getting there's not a lot of communication when you guys don't hang out. So what's going on? You could even be wondering, yeah, there's that pressure cooker about to explode. You could be wondering if they have other options and whether this is worth sticking it out. I feel like that's the information that you're trying to get out of them. Like, am I the only one? Are you, what's going on? There's something about this person's life that they're not telling you about. Drama queen, thirsty, causing chaos. Maybe every time you, yeah, anxiety, scared, panic. Every time you bring up like, hey, like, I really like you. Am I the only person that you're talking to? And then they might make excuses like, oh, I'm busy, or because I feel like this person can get rather hostile and be like, why are you getting all over me? You know I'm going through a lot. But the thing is, I feel like you're getting the runaround, and you know that with roller coaster highs, lows, adrenaline, because when it's good, but you go through days without talking to this person, or yeah, there it is. And then you kind of feel lost, because I feel like when you get together, it's awesome and you have the best time, but then you go through periods, like even days without hearing from them or not knowing what they're up to. And when you're with them, it feels like you're in a relationship with them. They're all about you. But that's that Nine of Wands energy. It's very in and out. It's very spontaneous. And I think this has been going on for some of you. It could be going on for 9 weeks, 9 months. I don't feel, I mean, some of you could have been going on longer, but it's leaving you with anxious energy, and you're either right on the brink and maybe you kind of avoided making the decision on whether you should end it, because the chemistry and connection that you do have with this person has been different than others. What do they need to know about this person? I do feel like there's something you're not seeing about them, or maybe you just get that feeling. It's going to be different for all of you. I think, you know, what do they need to know about this person that they're dealing with? Obsession, must have indulgence. Okay. Look, we got tragedy, forbidden love, poison, toxic, unhealthy behaviors and people. Well, there's that. Okay. Love, adore, admire, enchantment. I feel like this is the two sides. I feel like you don't want to see that this could even be just an it. There's that realization. You don't want to realize this might be an obsession. I do feel like you've been kind of avoidant. I feel like you kind of know this person's not good for you. And I feel like you have gone, whenever you tried to talk to them about furthering, yeah, love affair, dirty little download, secret, drastic, extreme, harsh cutoff. This is just like a very toxic cycle here. Lockdown, mental prison, confined. Yeah, I feel like every time you try to talk to this person about furthering the connection or even their feelings, they switch it to, I'm under so much pressure, like, why can't you just, you know, why do you always want to talk about that? It's like they completely avoid the topic of talking about that. Because I feel like you've tried to talk to them off around the table quite a few times. And you just don't know where they stand or what they're doing, because I feel like when they don't talk to you, they don't talk to you, and then they kind of come around when they feel like it. That's not healthy at all. What's the Seven of Cups? A lot of you are just here for clarity. What's the Seven of Cups? Soulmate, friendship, romantic partner. They could have someone else. Bounty hunter, chase, hot pursuit. They could just like They could just like to chase, which I'm kind of getting that energy. How does the collective feel towards this person? Yeah, I feel like you feel a soulmate connection with them. You want it to go further, but with the Four of Pentacles, and you might even be holding on to this because you want them to eventually commit, but I just don't think this person is in that space right now. What are they hiding? Are they hiding anything? Or are they, I mean, for some of you, they told you, you know, hey, I don't want anything, and maybe you're just kind of, I don't know though. Yeah, it's like they're in the moment, and then the Four of Cups, it's like the other half of the time you're kind of unsatisfied where everything is, and you know, once they get bored, they're, I don't know, this person's attention span is all over the place. The very unclear energy. What is awareness coming to find out? I feel like this is more like of an infatuation, and with the Seven of Cups, this is like, it's almost giving me like a limerence energy. And I hate to say that, but I feel like a lot of you know. Is there anything that this person's being dishonest about them currently? A lot of you have not wanted to see this person is non-committal. But I think that you have been wanting to stick it out. Yeah, look at that, Three of Swords. It's only going to lead to, it's a hard lesson, and unfortunately. But this is the time to end it. Yeah. With the Seven of Wands, like, either stand up for yourself and be like, hey, we're not going to move this forward, and speak your truth. But the thing is, I feel like this person is just going to continue to run. They're just giving me runner energy. I don't think they have any intention on committing. They could be even very good with their words and make every excuse in the book why they're not ready for that. But I think it's time to cut this person off, and you haven't done that yet. And you haven't spoken up, you know, of what makes you happy. I feel like this person comes around, or it's kind of like they want you when they want you, but other than that, like, they can't be bothered, or you're not really sure where they are. And it's very intense when you're with this person, and you feel, I mean, it's not you just having limerence, it's the way that they are when you're together. You know, they make you probably feel like the most important person in the world, and then it's like they can't be bothered when you're just like, like, what happened? Yeah, Five of Swords, which puts you in a lot of mental conflict, and they're just being selfish. This person's not, yeah, and hold back. I feel like they're non-committal, and their heart's not like really open. And I think this has been enough time for you because this is what you inevitably want with the Ten of Cups. And I think this is what you were kind of hoping to get to, or at least like a committed relationship. But this person is not going to commit. Yeah, I feel like, and this is what you deserve, that Two of Cups and Ten of Cups. Is there any advice moving forward? Anything else for the collective moving forward? Advice? Two of Wands. It's time. You've been sitting on this decision. It's time to move forward. Time to leave it behind. The Six of Cups. I like this is what you deserve. And there could be a connection there. And the thing is, I feel like there is a connection. This person isn't open to fully commit though. And judgment call, okay? This is your call to action. Because I feel like you're not feeling seen or important, and you can't just have like spurts. Yeah, there's a lot that you don't see. There's a lot of things that are unclear, and this isn't a healthy connection. Because I feel like I don't see or feel this getting into a committed relationship. I feel like this is a runner, and it's created too much panic and strife and worry about when this person's going to contact or when you're going to see them. And you're probably constantly checking their social media to see what they're up to because they're not listening, or they're not, texting you back. Yeah. With the moon card, there's a lot that you don't know about this person. I mean, for some of you, they could even, hopefully they're not married, or maybe they have a kid with someone, I feel like you deserve better. And I know this is hard. I feel like a lot of you have been waiting for this person to come around, but I just don't think they are. Others of you could be finding out about like they're in a relationship with someone else with this realization, the moon card, something you didn't see. It could even be a piece of information with this Page of Swords and the Three of Swords. They could have told you that they moved on from this person and they're in a whole ass relationship with the Empress. Yeah. Maybe they've been like building with someone else, and that's why it's important for you to have like the strength to stand up for yourself and be like, what are we doing? But some of you kind of just needed a little bit of confirmation. You haven't been listening to your intuition, okay? I think it's time to kind of close this chapter and move forward with someone who is going to take the time to, you should never feel like you're bothering someone. It takes 30 seconds for somebody to shoot you a text message and say, hey, I hope you're having a great day. This is a person that will leave you on red, and then you see them posting on your stories when they're out with their friends down at the restaurant down the street from your house. And they didn't think, you know what I mean? That's the kind of energy I'm getting. And I just feel like it's time to close the chapter. Others of you, you're going to find out, you're going to come to a realization that this person is in a relationship. You're getting some kind of news, maybe that you weren't aware of, but I feel like you were kind of resisting making this change. There might be something very blatant that kind of seals the deal for you. Okay? I hate to do messages like these, but I feel like it came through for a reason. So I hope this can help someone make a decision. Maybe you just needed the message. I feel like, you've ignored your intuition long enough. It's time to let this person go. Okay? You deserve somebody that's going to spend time and make time for you and make you feel like you're important, especially if you want a relationship, if you want that 10 of Cups. And I feel like whoever you are, you do, and you deserve that. So get rid of this mofo. Okay? All right. Love you guys. Bye.